Here's the problem. Hartley Wintney has become a bit of a commuter base, a very popular and desirable place to live, which means it has pushed up house prices. So, unless you have loads of money, you've actually got to forget about the romantic, idyllic idea of living in a country home and instead settle for this.
Fiona Fawcett, an accountant for a construction firm, and her IT consultant husband Hugh bought this house last year, knowing as it stands, it's a long way from both their dream home and a place that their 6 grown-up kids can come back to.
I hoped Fiona had a vision because it was her idea to buy it.
Don't like anything other than the garden. It's just stuck in a time warp, really.
We can see your lovely kitchen.
Yes.
What's the word, vintage?
Yeah, something like that.
Talk about kitchen nightmares. This one clearly hasn't been touched for decades. Strip lights and tattered blinds perfectly complement the orange and beige colour scheme.
I'm actually too scared to ask you what you don't like about this space because we could be here for hours.
Well, obviously it's too small. Obviously the nice patterns on the tiles.
Nice.
You know, which obviously...
Just to remind you that you're in the kitchen.
Yes, yes.
I like
yes.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the cupboards, you've got a whole mix, haven't you? See, I actually love these. This just reminds me of my nan's house.
Yes.
Who needs builders anyway?
I was quite surprised when I saw her swinging the hammer. We had to get rid of her. She was doing more than we were doing. No, I'm very good.
Now, over a year and a half later, Hugh and Fiona have finally realised their dream of reinventing their dreary 1960s house. Now, in many ways, they've been the perfect client, forever diligent and always keeping their faith in their architect, Greg. But the big question is, are they going to love the end result? Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
You've done it at last. At last.
Yes.
How are you? How are you? You well?
Great.
Look at that, eh? I have to say, it looks incredible.
Yes, we're very pleased.
What's it like inside?
Really lovely.
Is it?
Well, I think so.
Well, good, because it's your house. Come on. The first thing you notice is that big move of the view all the way through the house.
It's incredible, isn't it? All the way through to the back garden.
The gloomy hallway once ended in a cut-off kitchen, with decor only my nan would have approved of. Now, with the wall between it and the living room removed, it's become a bright, open kitchen that's clean but not clinical. Fiona's got the balance just right.
I just don't think for once I have to say anything. Do I really? Look at it. And now you've taken all that wall out.
Yes.
And extended out that way.
Yeah.
You've not only kind of doubled the size of the kitchen in terms of the footprint, but it just feels so much bigger because it's connected to the rest of the house.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful master plan.
But it's the transformation of the main living space where the design really stands out.
It's amazing that the bones of the house are still here.
Yeah, where we're standing was the wall between the main room and the kitchen.
And it all feels very Nordic and Scandinavian and super cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Did you imagine that at the beginning?
No, not really. We've just sort of gone along. It's just been a bit of a sort of organic growing thing, really.
A whole new snug.
Yes, yes.
Look at that. I mean, all of that is an extension, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
Before Fiona and Hugh started this journey, the rear of the house was best not seen at all. Flat, dowdy and thoroughly uninspiring, it was crying out for something architecturally fearless to turn it around. And the addition of the two interlinked, rendered, almost monolithic extensions is certainly that.
Oh, my word, look at that!
Yeah, it looks very different with the scaffold down.
Oh, crikey!
It looks amazing.
That looks incredible. To be honest with you, you could say it's taken inspiration from many different styles. But there's one thing that I do know, it works.
Yeah.
And you've been very brave and very bold. You really have.